Hello, everyone. Welcome to Reliable Movie Reviews. I'm your host, Scott. Today, I went and watched the movie The Grey for a review. The movie stars Liam Neeson, and the only other, I guess you would say, big name in it is Dermot Mulroney. I think that's it. I think that's how you say his last name. But he was a very bit part, so wouldn't say it stars him, but the main character is Liam Neeson, and this movie is about I'm not sure what profession they're in, but they work in Alaska. Apparently, it's pretty far northern part of Alaska. Liam Neeson's character is a protector, basically. He watches out for he's a patroller, and he watches out for the workers there. And when he sees, a animal, wolf, bear, whatever, he'll kill it to protect the people. On At the beginning of the movie, they are all coming back to Anchorage, Alaska. I guess that's where most of them are from, I assume. And the plane crashes. 7 survivors, and the movie is them trying to get back to civilization. This movie was really good. I'm not sure how you would categorize it, because it's not action movie, it's not a thriller, it's not a psychological thriller. It's kind of like a mishmash of all of them. The wolves in this movie I think they are timber wolves, but through most of the movie they just call them wolves. So I'm not sure what type they are, but this movie did for wolves what it did for clowns, or Jaws did for sharks. This movie, wow. It was the wolves in it. They made them scary and huge, and there's a pack of them in the movie chasing these guys, and it's extraordinary. I mean, the visuals in it are good. The stories are fantastic. Liam Neeson's character, you don't really find out much about him. He's telling the other guys bits and pieces about him, as well as the other guys. They're doing the same thing throughout the movie, but he's the main character, so you're like, well, what is his story? Why is he so down all the time and all this? And it tells his story a little bit, but you don't find out the whole story about him until almost the end, and then you're like, oh crap, But the wolves in it, here you're thinking, oh great, Twilight screwed over the wolves. This movie brings them back, and oh my god, does it bring them back with a vengeance. Excuse me. They made them so awesome. Mainly because through a lot of it, you don't really see them, just viciously mauling and stuff. I mean, they do it to the characters, but it's usually off screen that they're doing it, and the guys are trying to get to that person. And it's just, it messes with your head a little bit. Also, during some of the night scenes, they're all howling and everything, and it's just crazy. But this movie was very good. The story was amazing. The special effects on the wolves were amazing. Liam Neeson, I mean, come on. Ever since Batman Begins, I don't think he's done that many horrible movies. This movie is not one of those horrible movies. I highly recommend it. The only problem I had with this movie was, there were parts of the story where it was a little slow, but, it was about a plane crash and these guys surviving. It was a little slow here and there, but it did pick up, and they. I'm not a very jumpy person in movies, but this movie I've several times was jumping in my seat, like, oh God, type thing. If you're into scary movies, you like being your heart racing a little bit, this is a movie for you. Liam Neeson fans, definitely a movie for you. This is a guy movie, but it's also got heart. If that sounds a little stupid, but I don't want to tell you why it's got heart, but that would ruin the experience for you when you find out the whole story through and everything. But I highly recommend this movie. I give this movie a 4.5 out of 5. It would have been 5, but the slow parts, I can't really overlook the slow parts. But like I said, it was a mishmash of all these different genres of movies, and it was very good. Liam Neeson did a fantastic job as usual. He shows a lot of emotion in this movie. And you feel for him. You really do. The movie does not end the way you expect it to. And when it ends, you're just like, oh crap, Well, what's going on? It just sort of ends, And you want to know what all happens and everything. But they don't even give you the pleasure of the little after 7 years. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe, favorite it, and see you next week.